Let's take you back to one of the stories we are tracking for you this holiday season, eNCA 2018 road trip. That's continuing around the country. Dessen Thathi is part of our Durban team. He's looking for some adventure in Clarens in the Free State. Let's take you back live now to Dessen. Dessen, you were having quite a lot of fun just yesterday on camera, sampling all sorts of chocolate. Don't forget the promise you made to me on camera. What are you doing today?
Well, Michelle, we are now in Clarens. It was a 2.5-hour drive from Escort where we stayed over. And yeah, before I forget, no, I didn't forget my promise. In fact, I may just make good on that in the next day or so. So as you can see, we are going along a trail here, quad biking trail with Clarens Extreme. And I have behind me, who's so kind to hold my mic, it's Sam Malakwane, and he's a tour guide here. And Sam said that he's going to be showing me some of the amazing sights. Forgive me while I figure this quad bike out. He's going to be showing me some of the amazing sights in this very picturesque town. So, Sam, what are we going to be looking at today as we take this ride along this trail?
So, the ride now, from where we are now, we'll be heading up to the top of that mountain there ahead, of which from there we can see the whole view of this town Clarens. Then we can ask me questions about what you see, then we'll take it from there.
You said to me that this is quite a tourist kind of town and it has a lot of attractions, right? What are the main ones that you find your guests coming here to look at?
The main things that people come around for, actually mainly our mountains. The beauty of the town as a whole. We have like the dinosaur tours up around the mountains in some of the farms there.
Yeah.
That's where you can get all that.
I see there are some animals on the side. I'll just tell Nkaniso to point it out to you. So it's a really beautiful trail, Michelle. In fact, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get up this incline that I'm seeing up ahead. So it could get quite interesting. But Sam, how long does this ride last? And where's this viewpoint that you were telling me about earlier?
We'll be getting to the viewpoint now in less than 30 minutes. So which is up there by the mountain. So when we get to that viewpoint, you'll see everything there too.
Okay, so
the land we're driving through is where the local people keep their animals. As you can see the horses around.
Yeah.
There will be goats and cows as we go all over. So they belong to the local farmers.
So I imagine that a lot of the locals rely on tourism to support their families here. Or what is the main local trade?
The main beneficiary, the main source of income is all about tourism. Yeah. So whoever you see in this town, we all deal with tourists. That's why you see people so friendly.
So apart from the quad biking, which we are enjoying at the moment, there are also other activities at Clarens Extreme. What are the popular ones that you find?
We have the abseiling, the zip line for youngsters, the paintball, and the river rafting, which is our main source, especially this time of the year.
So I'm going to allow myself, Michelle, to figure out the quad biking. And just before we go, I also just want to show you the view that we're seeing at the moment. And Nkaniso will just give you an idea of what's around us. We are in the mountains. We're on a very specific trail for these bikes. And we are certainly enjoying the view. There was a bit of rain a little while ago, and we were worried that we'd have to cut the trip short, but it seems like the weather gods are playing their part at the moment.
Dessen, you're making us all very nervous there with one hand on that steering wheel. Please keep both hands on the steering wheel. There's a massive incline. Geez, going above and beyond to get the job done, you and our cameraman there. What's in store for the rest of your trip?
Well, after this, we'll spend some time in Clarens and we'll be looking at some clay pigeon shooting. That'll be a bit later on. But one of the other interesting things about this area is the fact that many, 200 million years ago, Sam, there were dinosaurs in this area. And that's what we want to see. Some of the fossils, some of the remains. We're hoping that we can learn a little more about that. But apart from that, we'll be taking lots of pictures and lots of selfies while we spend the rest of the day here. That's if I get up this next incline that you see up ahead.
Okay, you stay focused on that. We'll leave you to it. Des Ntathia is in Clarens, quad biking there, making us all seasick as the cameraman tries his best to keep up with Des and his guide. He is in Clarens in the Free State. He's, of course, part of our eNCA 2018 road tripping team.